And then
Like I can actually
slowly
watch
but
that. I can be
surely
disgusted,
you
but it's
watch
like I
you
said, sometimes
say,
the cops they bring up like
not necessarily fuck the cops,
get
but
out of here.
you kind of went, cops aren't occupiers. They might be 99%, they're not occupiers. And that's when my perspective changed towards
Wait,
you.
what?
Because I thought you were like, well, I don't necessarily agree with cops at all. But then you finally started to kind of be along the lines of, cops might be 99%ers, but they're not occupiers. And that's when I went, agree. Because when cops put on the uniform, put on the badge, they follow orders. And they're following the orders of the oppressive regime that is our legal system or our political system. And at that point, cops are not people. They're not 99%. Once they take their uniform off, they can be 99%. But when they have the uniform on, they are not.
I don't remember that.
No. It's perception. You didn't say it directly. I just saw. I was watching your interaction. I think it clued in because you in the beginning, we heard a couple comments of you like talking to cops and with humanizing cops, which is fine. But I don't remember the exact comment we went, or I went. But I kept watching.
Yeah.
And then I watched.
Well, there was on Monday, I did have a conversation with Sergeant Baker. I adore Sergeant Baker. He behaves as a human. So I see Sergeant Baker as a human. I could hug Sergeant Baker.
That's fine. That's
But-
completely fine.
But Sergeant Baker has behaved in a way that makes me want to hug him.
Right. But
And that is
unfortunately,
the only cop I want to hug.
but unfortunately, there is a cop out there that shot Shima and Anthony.
And I was
that-
stampeded.
And that particular cop
I
needs
almost
to be lynched.
I almost fell over.
Like sucked up and pulled down.
I sometimes feel like him.
I was running backwards and screaming. I thought I had that heavy backpack. I thought I was gonna fall back because all the pressure was on me here, and suddenly like hundreds of people were pressing on me where all the weight was, and I was gonna fall back, and it was really scary. And after that, I just stood on the planter the whole time because I figured like I'm safe up there.
Oh, just because. Okay. Lynch, not as in hung. Lynch as in taken.
Wait, what?
I said lynched. Lynched not as hung, but lynched as in taken.
Yeah, I mean,
the exact same law they're using against Sergio.
Oh, I was for you with the former, not the latter.
No.
But
not
nice
the-
to know you're more of a latter kind of guy.
There was one conversation. There was one conversation that I
I
did
just
have.
realized that.
Yeah, I thought-
No, I didn't mean that.
Oh.
Okay.
That's why I didn't say anything. I was like, okay.
That's why I was
I'm like
agreeing
the only
with it.
non-violent person here. That's awesome.
No,
Really?
I'm a total pacifist. I don't think I could hurt
I think that
anything
is
ever.
probably the only critique I have. Is pacifism, because there's going to be a time that pacifism's not going to work.
But I can
But
be
I
the
don't think-
pacifist with the camera.
You can be.
Okay.
That's what I agree to.
And I
Yeah.
That's why I
mean-
said it was a critique, not a detriment.
yeah. I mean, I'm never gonna not be a
There's-
pacifist.
yeah.
That's just me.
pacifists,
That's how I am.
They're cool.
But
I mean, I
there,
don't
there's a time when violence might happen, and there's
I'm
a
just-
time when I might just go like that, and you
Okay.
know.
No,
But right
that's-
now is not
that's
that time.
That's why I called it a critique.
So I'm very,
not
very much
a-
like
No.
right now, no violence, absolutely no violence at all now.
Fine.
But
We're good.
but when they start firing guns, I'm just gonna go like that and film it.
But you better hide somewhere.
No, I mean I'll get some, whatever pots and pans on my head or whatever I have to do. I mean
Pots and pans.
I'm in boot camp now. I mean people are saying like, what are you gonna do like when it gets to that point? When it gets to that point, we'll be so lobster boiled that it won't phase us.
No, it's not. It's not a case of, and I don't want anybody to
live
misconstrue
stream.
my words, especially since we're on live stream. That's not what I'm saying, and that's why I called it a critique, because a critique is not necessarily a negative connotation. It's a preference for something else. Now, I'm not also considering myself a violent person at this moment that's looking to take down the state in that manner. Now, this is all predicated on the conversation we had of what happens if martial law is enforced, um, which was the context of our GA tonight and our discussion here tonight. So it's
Really?
yeah, it was.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah,
Well, when you were around that, you missed a lot.
I announced the queer affinity group the second time apparently.
yeah. So it got me thinking about those types of things, and I've already been thinking of it previously as in future proofing. You know, what would happen in the future, and what would my stance be in the future if the worst happened. So you know, while this conversation after the GA, and I'm glad it didn't turn into like a security culture. It literally did turn into, you know, what would happen if the state went to oppress us. So thank goodness for that.
I would fly out to Germany.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but you know, you've got to look at our own history as Americans. How did we start becoming Americans? Violent property damage. The Tea Party. We engaged in violent property damage under a hidden pretext because a bunch of people dressed up like Indians and threw tea off a number of ships.
Okay, I think that now we have a million times more reasons to have a revolution than those whiny
reasons.
brats.
Well,
Yes.
they were
Compared to
against the
what-
British
where we are
Empire.
now.
I mean, it's not making
And
it.
we're against the American capitalist empire,
Well, yeah, there you go. That's even worse.
right? So in context, when we have conversations about nonviolent statements that you know include the absolute non-use of property damage. I mean, we're not talking about violence against other human beings. We're talking about strategic property damage. And in context, so I can make an argument because I've got people paying attention to me. There's a grain shipment showing up.
Wow,
in
there's 12
Washington-
people.
In
There's no
Washington.
people?
There's 12 people. We have new viewers. If you're just
That's
tuning
what
in,
Nelson
we're
Mandela
we're we're here
Well,
at
yes,
the
They
Aki Bar.
realized they first adopted Martin Luther
Welcome
King
to America.
nonviolent, etc., 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 and they realized they weren't getting anywhere.
Right, and
They weren't getting enough attention, and so they did very strategic, very specific property damage that caused a lot of issues.
Right,
Property damage?
and the exact
On a major scale.
Where?
In South Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And-
thought you were. Okay.
No. And I'm going to reflect that comment into what's going on today in the immediate future. In the immediate future, the Longshoremen's Union is currently at war with the biggest agriculture business on the planet,
But
Cargo?
EGC.
Oh, God.
Okay? So there's a boat right now sitting out in international waters that is going to berth in either Washington or Oregon. I don't recall which port. And it's a grain shipment that they're going to unload with scab labor in order to break the union. That shipment should end up in the fucking water. That's property damage. But that's property damage with a cause. So taking that on as an autonomous action is worthless. Taking that on with an endorsement and cause to a movement is spectacular.
And they'll call it terrorism.
And they'll call it terrorism. And
Which
at that
the
point, we'll
British
be able
did.
to challenge two things. One, the 1%. Two, NDAA. Because is it terrorism? Or is it fighting for your rights and throwing your bodies on the gears that in order to keep your union, to hold the line? It is
highly controversial.
It is highly controversial.
It'll always
I
be
understand that. If
controversial.
any kind of property damage
Throw
or any
your
kind
I
bodies
of
don't
on the
even
gears
mean
and
property
they'll film
damage.
it.
I think a lot of people will be like, oh, they're like, oh, it's a union. A lot of this country does not agree with just unions in general.
No, I disagree with that. I think only 30% of the country doesn't agree with unions, and those are the hardcore conservative, social conservative movements that have lost context of what a union is. Because they participate in a union every fucking day when they go to church.
I mean, I
Church
kind of
is a
disagree
form
with
of union.
unions, but that was because I wasn't allowed to join one when I was living in New York City.
And I
There were
understand that.
restrictions.
I
It
understand.
felt
But the
like a
long
corporation to me.
Yeah, and unfortunately, some of that has
Some
happened.
unions are like that, like the
Like-
SCIU.
Well, the SCIU is not the worst. The worst is actually the Police Correctionals Union.
What?
The ones that run all the prisons. They're corrupt to a point that Barry says they're corrupt.
And
Right.
that takes a lot to make
That takes a
Barry's-
lot because you hear Barry's like union, accept them, union, you know. And so that's saying something, and I agree that
Barry's awesome.
Barry is awesome, but
Barry's
unions
awesome.
in of themselves have been so hierarchical and paternalistic that it's become distorted.
Yeah.
Right, so that top echelon of the ones that control the unions
Can-
are not thinking about the labor; they're thinking about the union.
Can we get rid of hierarchy?
I know,
fucking
and I
hate
get
hierarchy.
you know,
I hate it.
or at least bring the hierarchy down 3 steps. Right, you can still have, in my opinion, this is where I become like the conservative of the group. In my opinion, like a spokes council model works.
Are you talking about like worker councils?
Yeah, like a worker council.
Like yeah, because in Germany they have that kind of like
Right.
big corporations. They have to by law bring rank and file involved and that kind of stuff.
Right, but unfortunately, what we've got right now is a direct hierarchy. You've got directors, presidents, vice presidents, chairman of the board of a union, because they're set up as LLCs, 501c3, and that particular tax code forces that upon them. They have to have a board, they have to have a mission statement, etc. So that's why we don't appeal to the union. We appeal to labor. There is a distinct difference between the two. That's why anytime we talk about general strike and we talk about the Taft Act and how it's going to affect these unions, we're not talking to the union. We're talking to labor.
No, this is the most bizarre thing about Occupy. I am not used to ever in my life being the most conservative person in the room.
Really? And in
I've
Occupy,
always
you
been
tend-
like the weirdest, like most like.
I know, isn't it? See, I found out that I actually can be one of the more conservative voices in a room, and sometimes in the same room, I'm also the most radical voice because I don't sit in a particularly boxed in ideology. You'll see me anytime I'm wearing my hat. You know, I'm talking conservative, and I'm talking like, wait, hold on, you got to think about this, think about this.
You
And
should
then-
become a nihilist.
And then I am a realist, actually.
No, he
No,
says
nihilist.
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 And then
I call it
Wait,
nihilist.
what's the difference between a nihilist and a nihilist? Because you
The
just.
same potato.
Pronunciation.
Oh, okay.
That's the only difference.
One's
Yeah.
British, one's
Alright.
English. I mean, one's American.
Yeah, and then the hat will flip, and I'll go, so this is how you black block. And I describe the tactics and the strategy and why it works. So,
All right, tell
you
me
know,
how you black box.
it depends. What's the action?
Okay.
See, that I'm talking.
What does that mean, black?
I don't know.
Black
Yeah,
block.
what is black bloc?
Black block is an undisclosed action that usually is destructive.
Okay, now my understanding of black bloc was we all dress the same so you can't tell who's doing what.
That too.
We
But the
did
reason
that
you do
yesterday.
the reason you do that
I
is
got
so
the
you
t-shirt.
can do something that is not
Oh
technically
wait,
legal.
I'm wearing too much clothes. There's the t-shirt.
That's a black block.
Somewhere in there.
Now
We
PMbeers.
all had this t-shirt on, and Beth was like, we're gonna black bloc, we're gonna put the same t-shirt on, we're gonna blend in with the students, you'll never know.
Black block. You're just talking about pure anonymity. Anonymous autonomy. Black blocs in the context that everybody puts down on it is usually autonomous actions that are dangerous, both either socially or legally or something of that nature. That's black bloc.
So wait, autonomous actions that are dangerous.
Either legally
Would that
or
be like
either legally
moving
or
barricades to put the barricades up in front of the cops?
socially. That's a defensive black bloc.
Okay. So I saw that yesterday and I commented on my live stream. That's some black bloc shit I can be down with.
That
Black
is a
bloc.
that is a defensive black bloc.
Okay.
because it's illegal to block cops.
And nobody got arrested for it.
Right,
But
because there was
Yeah.
you outnumbered them.
but I mean, I gave them my twinkle fingers. Like I thought it was awesome that they were doing it.
That's correct.
I thought it was great. That was some nonviolent strategy that I support.
Yeah, and let me tell you about some black bloc.
I would never do it myself,
No, I
but
get
I
it.
will film it.
That's fine. And when I talk about throwing that grain shipment into the ocean,
Literally.
that's a black bloc action. That's a highly dangerous black bloc action. Whether or not it happens, I don't know. I'm not going to be there. I can't. I got to work. But
Me
And I'm
too.
not gonna do it. Wink, wink.
Another idea of black bloc actually happened at the ports. There was defensive black bloc that happened at the port action. Barricades went up, cops were pushed back, and there was offensive black blocs. 3 diesels decided to break down on the 710 at night.
Nice.
So
Did they block the freeway? The
Huh?
diesels?
they blocked the freeway. So
Oh,
Space coming tomorrow?
there doesn't
I don't
necessarily
know.
have to be
What are you looking
breakage
at?
of windows, burning of cars, etc.
I'll be flying
And
back
we talk
from
about
DC.
like a statement
Twitter?
about violence.
Yeah, no, on
and
Facebook.
The inclusion of vandalism and property
Tomorrow.
damage. That's why a lot of us that think strategically and tactically dislike that statement. Because in a strategic context, as I mentioned, dumping the grain shipment into the ocean without cause and without a movement to support you is worthless. But being able to produce a media statement saying we will not allow the devaluation of labor as Americans, and so we destroyed this shipment is a powerful statement. And I can't, anybody can't, anybody that is interested in something like that cannot do that unless they're supported by a movement. Because then they're just another Timothy McVeigh blowing up a federal building. Which I don't condone. Don't blow up federal buildings.
Don't
Don't
hurt
even
people.
sit on the grass in front of a federal building because that is a federal crime.
I agree with you. Yeah, we shouldn't do crazy shit like that.
Wait, whoa.
Okay, look.
Mr. Nihilist over here.
No, I was just like, if I had the power, I would do a lot of crazy shit. But I don't have nothing.
So basically, you're only a nihilist if you have power.
Well, wait. We're talking about tactics here. Hey, how you doing?
No,
Can I have a lighter?
no.
please?
No, we're.
Huh?
Alright. Can I have a lighter?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry.
It's all fine.
Can I get your hat?
Not my time.
Oh,
I
okay.
just need it back though, because it's the only
What's your
way.
type?
Thank you, all.
Thank
I
you.
don't know, to be honest.
Do you like intellectual? I have one friend who's really intellectual.
I want somebody who likes politics. That's one problem.
Okay,
with
he
me.
is
This is LA. This is
Okay,
LA.
he is apolitical. Forget it.
Let's talk about nihilism, though.
What is nihilism, real quick?
You just don't believe in anything.
No,
I don't know
said
any
what
gay
is,
men who
not
like
don't
politics.
believe it. What is nihilism? Define nihilism for me, because I really do see myself as a realist, not anything else.
Wait, I'm confused now.
Realist.
I'm not a realist.
No, I am. So
Okay,
I'm,
great.
I'm asking what
A nihilist is when you have no actual, you don't condone and you don't actually agree with anything. Anything is at your fingertips, basically.
Basically, we don't believe in any truth, any rationality, any divine divinity. We don't believe in anything that's
But we can still
higher.
be friends.
Yeah, we can still be
Yeah.
friends.
All right. So how is that different from a realist?
I don't know, what's a realist? I've never heard that.
Define your realist perspective.
A realist is context of what needs to be done in order to perpetuate forward momentum.
Well, I mean, I just said nihilist because nihilists just don't believe in anything. They don't have to do anything specifically.
I guess I don't have any kind of beliefs. It's just
But it
a
does sound
note-
radical,
a
though.
note of need in order
Totally
to
radical,
perpetuate
dude.
something forward. And within the context of what we're dealing with today, as a realist, I understand that in the future, our name might change from Occupy to the People's Democratic Liberation Front.
Ooh, Liberation Front word. Don't look at me like that.
No, no, no. It's not. It's not. That wasn't a look. It's like, but that is the context of what we're living in today. Because the power structures that we're going against are too vast and strong. And unless we actually have all of the 99% like Gandhi did, or Gandhi spurred. I'm not going to say Gandhi did. Gandhi spurred in India. There's no damn way in hell anything's going to
Okay.
change.
I have a point to that.
Yeah.
I was told by my middle class bitch friends, I wouldn't call them friends, the middle class bitches that I went to high school with 25 years ago have told me that if I cuss, there is no support for Occupy.
Your middle class bitch ass fucking friend,
Friends,
plural,
plural.
need to get laid.
You know what? I'm totally in agreement with that.
Because expressionism, while using pejoratives and expletives, are is
I have
it is
noticed
what
that
it is.
many of the Occupy women cuss like sailors
Because
and
they're
act like warriors.
because they're asserting themselves in order to put them in the same plane and in the same ballpark as white egotistical men, and they usually can talk down all of them and just trounce that privilege.
Did Beth and I talked to some frat boys on live stream,
Yeah.
and they got real quiet after a while.
Because we have to. That's
So
unfortunate.
these are UC educated people, and I'm only Cal State educated,
Whatever.
Oh, there's no real.
and I won against them.
Good.
And I had my bandana on, and they're like, well, why? Well, if you're so proud of what you're doing, why are you hiding your face? And I'm like, because she has my live stream, and I don't want to be famous, so I'm covering my face. And also, well, I have the bandana with me because of the pepper spray that I'm afraid of. But I don't know, that conversation with those frat boys, like I finally made them realize that the reason they were sitting on a couch on the lawn, and Beth was asking, she walked up, hey, are you guys at the protest? And they said no, and I said obviously not, they're sitting on the couch. And then, like by the end of the conversation, I was saying, you know what, if my mommy was paying for my education, I'd be on the couch too. And they had nothing to say. Nothing to say at all.
Welcome to privilege.
And they were blonde haired white frat boys too. You could not get more like stereotypical. Huh?
Nazi?
I'm gonna call them Nazis. I mean, they did have the conversation with us. Like they did talk to us, and Beth and I were cussing like sailors at them.
It's hard for me to see you cussing. That's the thing.
Really?
I know you say shit ton, but I mean that doesn't really, for me, doesn't qualify as
That's funny
profanity.
because a lot of people are like, wow, she has a potty mouth. Like, really?
It's these structures of, oppression that makes us like think you can't possibly say potty mouth words.
Really?
Yeah.
We're
And
gonna have-
you don't look like the radical, kind of type that would say liberation front.
Maybe he's one of those quiet radicals like me.
What?
You're one of those quiet radicals like
No,
me.
what about me? What about me? Tell me what I don't look like.
I would never have thought you would be offended by Family Guy.
Look, and I'm doing these
Like,
stupid
what?
signs. What is offensive about Family Guy? Patrick Woods' name for Family Guy was at GA tonight.
And that's how the conversation started.
Yeah.
The whole Family
And
Guy.
I love Family. I don't watch TV. I've only seen a few episodes, but I thought it was fucking brilliant. And I do not have any respect for most TV, but Family Guy, definitely love it.
I'm neutral about Family Guy. I don't really. I've watched a couple episodes. I found it pretty hilarious, but I don't follow it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how can you follow it? You've only seen a couple episodes.
I'm too interested.
Bam!
I'm too
Got
interested
you.
to know it. Yeah, she did. Debbie.
You're redundant with your sentences.
Anyway, back to my question of why is Family Guy offensive?
I know it's a long conversation, but you brought it up.
Well, okay. There's just been quite a few jokes on there. Like, okay, in the beginning, No, but early on in Family Guy, it was sort of a joke that they would be racist or say racist jokes or sexist jokes or whatnot, right? And the joke is, and it's a pretty cliche joke, that we're saying a racist joke, knowing, assuming that everybody realizes that we're not racist, right? There are a lot of jokes like that. Everybody does it. Now they do it so much and so consistently that to me it actually no longer is not racist. It actually is racist or sexist or whatnot. It's so perpetual that it's hard. You've already forgotten the fact that we're laughing because we're not racist. It's like we're laughing at the racism of this joke.
Ah, okay, I understand exactly what you're saying. Actually,
Okay. Well, I haven't seen
that make
it
sense?
in a very long time. I don't remember it. I've only seen a few episodes.
I just
so
made the
couldn't really-
realization when there was this joke about like it was it was one of their segues. It was like, oh, when this happened, then cut to random scene for 30 seconds for one joke or for 10 seconds for one joke, right? Like they always do. And it was a news reporter. It was something about the situation was like everybody was going to get a whole bunch of money, or like what would you do if you had a whole bunch of money? And so there was a reporter and interviewing an Arab guy, and they're like, so what would you do if you had $1 million or whatever? Every Arab guy ever. And then the camera's close on just two people, and then it pulls out, and there's like 1,000 Arab guys, and they're all dressed exactly the same, and they all say white BMW at the same time. And I was like, that's just not funny. That was just really offensive. And they can do whatever they want, freedom of speech, etc., etc. I just don't like it. And I was just like, yeah.
your argument makes perfect sense to me, actually. So, and I get it completely. I think there should be a reevaluation of the writers because pervasiveness of especially racial or sexual content tends to perpetuate itself into forgetting the fact that you're mocking this and actually being that. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, but I can't put it in the context of Family Guy without I haven't seen the show in a
No, I
long
get it.
time.
But I'm not just mocking or critiquing Family Guy. I'm also critiquing The Simpsons, who do the same thing. They do.
I haven't seen TV in over a year. So.
Lately, I've picked up the habit again.
Well, and I'll admit that the vast majority of my television viewing is Nova. So,
I love
KCET.
Yay! Look, I'm a real
although
player
I'm
now.
very annoyed right now because they're on like some World War II bit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Whenever Netflix
The Good War.
raised their rates, I stopped watching I used to watch documentaries like at least one a day.
Oh yeah.
I watched everyone on Netflix, but then they raised their price, and I'm like, screw you, and I left, and I didn't go back.
Yeah, I just watched stuff on Hulu. I don't have a TV.
But no, I'm too busy for that. I'm way too busy.
I just go to YouTube.
Even if I'm home all day on the internet, I'm
I
still
don't
too
have a
busy.
computer. I have
You know
computers.
the latest thing.
But I really should start making art again because I'm an art student, and maybe I should watch documentaries while I make art.
Politik.
Huh?
Art politics.
All
You
right.
need to do that. You need to infiltrate the
Oh.
art.
Are you guys gonna apply for the?
Was that you?
Yes.
Okay.
Apply
Because
for what?
I
To
do.
go for entries
I-
for an organization that I work for.
I have
to put
I
in
have
art in
art.
Pasadena.
I have work. I do occupy art for like years and years and years.
Wait a second. I can buy art for years and years
Yes.
and years.
I did my start 4 months ago. Just
No,
in general.
One of my best political art I did recently. I made this I had this custom-made jewelry case, like at Target, like when you go look at a necklace at Target. I had this thing. I could have bought one of those cheaper than I had it custom-made, but there's this case, and then there's a cash register stand, and there's a cash register. Inside of the cash register, there's real psychiatric medication, and there's a trash can on the floor, and there's $100 bills in it. And then inside the case, there's rice and bean bags that rice and beans came in, and there's trash in there, and it's like food wrappers. And then there's the bottles for the psychiatric medication, the actual bottles that came in, and there's rice and beans in there.
I'm constructing that in my head. Give me a moment.
It's hard.
No, I
Okay.
think I get it.
Can this be confined within a tent or
It's-
a trailer
It's this.
that is wheelchair
okay,
accessible?
It's this tall. It's this
Amen.
tall. It's 3
For,
feet wide.
and also keeping in mind that families actually go to this, and you know we
See, there is.
are all for all different kinds of art,
Wait,
Okay,
wait, wait.
there
even
is a
racy stuff,
concern.
but
There
wait.
is a concern about the
that
psychiatric
is
bills. I'm concerned
something
about
we
that.
will be.
Wait.
I'm not concerned about the $100 bills. I'm concerned about the psychiatric bills.
Me too. Because I'll just take the $100 bill and then
But I mean,
just watch out for the kids.
But the
Oh, I
money,
love this
yeah,
candy.
yeah. It looks like candy. They smell good too.
What?
You're not helping, girl.
Who makes
You're not
this
helping.
stuff?
Depakote
Hey, I got an
smells-
idea.
Depakote
Let's make
smells
some really,
good.
really dangerous medication
That
that tastes and smells like candy.
Depakote smells really, really good.
You took Depakote?
No, that's not my medication.
I was gonna say you ain't about what do you call it, bipolar? Is
No,
that it?
it's for epilepsy also.
Oh,
You should meet my friend. She made me this ring.
I thought you were gonna like get violent on me.
No, it's actually a pill.
Really?
Really?
She makes jewelry out of medication because she went through cancer, and she was literally like, this medication is so expensive, it's almost like diamonds and rubies. And then she was like, oh my god, I got a great idea. And so she makes jewels, she makes necklaces, she makes all kinds of stuff. It's pretty amazing. And when she gave me
Justin
those, she
Bieber
gave it-
website
she-
hacked
she
by
put it in,
Anonymous. Good night, Sardine.
medicine.
It's
shaker
8:30 in the morning. Fall asleep for this night. Be careful.
All right, cats.
Miss Poulter. He called me Miss Poulter.
Wait, one question though. Do you know the International? My God! All you people say you're radical and you don't know the International.
No. See, no. I never said I was. I didn't find out. I still even don't think I am. But I have.
I don't know what it
I
means.
have others that tell me I am. But I look at them.
Wait, no, it's not a theory. It's not a belief. It's a song.
Okay.
Okay,
No.
sing it.
I'm just countering. Oh, you guys say you're so radical, and I'm countering saying no. I never said I was. I'm being
I'm
told
just
I am.
surprised. I'm just surprised that nobody knows the International.
I'm a radical, and I think the Tea Party is amazing.
Which Tea Party?
The Boston.
And any people laughing at
I'm
thing.
gonna vote for.
There's actually
what's his name?
there's 8.
Pandora.
No.
We want Pandora.
Whatever. I can't even remember the guy's. Mitt Romney. I'm gonna vote for Mitt Romney, and I'm a radical.
And
I
you
See,
would-
my radical thinking is that it's like
It's like capitalism is
voting
good
for the other side.
Guys.
No, it's Baudrillard. We
Baudrillard.
push things to the extent we add to the system so far to explode it. Right? Isn't that what he said? He would always.
I'm gonna vote for Barbara Streisand.
I'm actually gonna ride an Occupy.
You gonna write an Occupy?
I actually for president I'm gonna write Occupy.
Me too.
I think
We'll
that's.
see if it actually
We
trends.
all become
I think
presidents.
it's an active revolution. I think
do
I'm
too.
declaring revolution by writing Occupy.
And I want to know if, because I'm going to do it,
Uh-huh.
and I actually think it might actually trend in the polls. It might.
Yeah.
Especially since there are so many people out there that are so fucking tired of the binary system of politics we're in today.
I think it's a brilliant idea. I think Donald isn't very articulate, but I think Donald's fucking brilliant. But he's not very articulate. I don't agree with most of the things he says, but that man is a fucking genius.
Who?
I think everybody's gonna
Donald.
call Nate Ralph.
Who's Donald?
Donald is the one who proposed to
Oh,
Occupy
Donald, the actor.
No, he's not an actor.
Wasn't he on a hunger strike?
Yeah, but who?
Yeah, he's an actor.
How is Donald an actor? Donald can't
I have
act.
him on
It's my
Twitter.
goddamn vote. It's the only thing
He
I
can't
have
act.
left.
Donald is
And
so
even then,
genuine,
it's
he
not
can
even
act.
really respected.
Exactly.
So, anyway, good night, revolutionaries. See
Look
ya.
up the International.
The International, all right. I'll see you all tomorrow for the queer GA.
You better, shit. I'm gonna dress up.
That GA is gonna be so gay.
Look at David.
So gay.
Oh.
I can't wait. So gay. No, I've actually.
Oh, you're gonna get
I've
it.
been looking forward to this for a while now.
You know what's funny though? The night after, like on Sunday,
Uh,
Occupy Oakland's gonna have their own queer G as well. So it's queering up all of a
it's
sudden.
queering up all
I'm
of that.
cold now.
Awesome.
Now that you left, I'm cold.
Aw. Good night.
Good night.
Alright, take care.
I'm really fucking cold.
I'm
See,
trying
I
to
just
look for
cussed.
Donald. I know Donald's somewhere here.
I'm still streaming. I'm hardcore.
Wait, there's 8 people now. Didn't you go
7.
below quorum now? Is there quorum for live streamers actually?
Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell because I went from like 3 viewers to 3,000 in one day.
Donald, Chronos actor. It's this Donald, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an actor. Actor Donald Arthur Chronos, well-traveled, adventuresome, now helping to bring the dreams of writers and producers to life for your enjoyment. LA casting. He's an actor.
So apparently I've learned from David that people have been talking shit about me without ever knowing me.
Wait, how can nobody know you? You're almost at every GA.
Yeah, but I don't talk though.
Yeah, you don't.
No.
You should bring out your inner feminist voice out.
Well, I feel comfortable talking behind here. Now that's some black bloc shit I can be down with. All right, so just to keep you updated, we're here at UC Riverside, and there are a shit ton. There's a shit ton of students over there. There's a shit ton over here.
Bad word.
I think we have there have 2.5 shit tons
I
of
don't think
students
shit
here.
ton is a bad. I don't think it's profanity.
Well, I don't think cunt's a bad word, but that's me.
You don't like the word cunt?
No, hard block cunt.
I love that word, man.
Really?
When I
I
was-
love to call men cunts.
When I
You
was like
fucking cunt.
2021.
I don't like that
There
word.
was some asshole who like almost hit me on the way over here.
Uh-huh.
Literally, he was texting, and he like I had my signal. He was like way behind me, and then he slammed on his brakes almost before he hit
That's
me.
Donald, yeah.
I called him a cunt. He didn't hear me though.
Good thing, or you might not have such a nice nose right now.
Well, huh?
This is the Donald.
Wow.
He's an actor,
He's so beautiful in that picture.
and he's such a weird.
I think Donald is misunderstood. Well, I don't agree with a lot
Well,
of
Barry
his
is misunderstood.
Okay,
but
I don't
understand
agree
Barry,
with
though.
Donald a lot of what he says, but I think he's fucking brilliant.
I should talk to Donald. I shouldn't be assuming. Yeah, you're right.
I have a hard time with his.
I mean, Sergi is a little bit also difficult to understand.
I just have a hard time when Donald pushes so much. Like sometimes I would wish he'd listen.
Well, I think
That's all.
Donald maybe is one of those brilliant people who doesn't interact
Whoa.
as easily.
It's Occupy. You better learn to her.
No, but then not everybody has the same skills.
That's true.
Life is a learning experience.
Yeah.
And I
But,
feel like
we can't expect the same thing from everyone.
I can't
okay?
expect the same thing
You
for
can.
everybody.
But
Absolutely
you have to
not.
let your ego down.
But I sometimes don't have the energy to deal with somebody if I have spent a lot of time to be learning
Uh-huh.
and to learn to work with other people if this other person isn't.
But you're not gonna change that person, so you can only decide how
Has
you're gonna
not
act.
anything to do with it. It's more to do with my patience. Really? To deal
Yeah.
with them,
Uh-huh.
right?
So you can just
It's
walk
not the
away.
fact that I think
talk
I can
to
change
someone
him.
else.
I'm not gonna try and
Yeah.
change him. I'm just probably gonna walk away.
Yeah, just walk away and talk to someone else.
And if he wants me to stay there and actually listen to his thing for longer, he does need to change and he does need to learn to just listen a little bit more. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not that hard.
Oh.
But that's what I'm
It
saying.
took me
He's
a
saying
long
that
time to
Donald's
learn
an
to do it,
actor, and
too.
I'm like, well, Donald's so genuine. How can Donald be an actor?
Well, he is. I mean, I don't think he's acting at the GA. I think that's his day
No,
job.
but
being
you're
an
saying that
actor.
his day job is an actor, but I
Yeah.
don't see Donald
Me neither.
being an actor because he's so genuine.
Oh, anyway, we learn something new each
I've known-
stage.
I know a lot of actors.
Well, it's a layer.
There are two, and especially in this city, there are two big divisions, really. One is the actor who has never really done any theater, never actually studied acting, just wants to be in commercials, just wants to, like, their face out there, and they basically act like themselves, and they're kind of annoying. And the other kind is somebody who's involved in art, does a lot of theater, but then needs to do commercials every once in a while to actually support themselves. And those people are usually actually really fun to work with and collaborate. Maybe Donald's, one of the latter. He actually, maybe he doesn't
Oh,
like
speaking of art, sorry, I'm really ADD here. I have like two-dimensional shit too. I'm totally going off on another topic because you said something about acting, and I'm like, oh well. Speaking of art, I have other art. I have other like 2D work that's easier to fit in
Well,
small
submit it.
spaces.
Did you
Okay.
get the website?
I don't remember.
I was gonna ask you
You want to
though.
write it down?
I don't have a paper or anything.
I can. I was gonna ask you. So it's gonna be individual tents, or is it just one giant tent?
Well, check the website. If all your questions aren't answered,
Then
you
ask.
can ask. There's email address. There will also be 2 site visits because it's not just tents, trailers and gutted buses and a couple other things.
How big is the trailer?
But they don't know
Go on the
yet.
website. Or no, actually, it's not on the website. But just shoot me an email. I don't have like all the information in front of me.
Uh-huh.
It's a bunch of different things.
Actually, you just write it there. Much easier.
Because then I gotta have you hold this. I gotta put this on. We gotta like. This is hot. Oh my god, this bandana's hot.
I have a few. I'm an art collector, but I usually write. That's the thing. I don't really do like pieces. But there's this one big piece, but it's not really Occupy related. So I would need to create something art
Well,
Occupy
it can be
related.
anything. I was just hoping that there would be at least one Occupy related piece. That's why I brought it to Occupy. The whole exhibition has nothing to do with Occupy. I'm just involved in Occupy, and I'm involved with this organization. So
What about the guy who did the printing? Isn't he?
who, Eddie or?
I have some photographs.
Yeah, maybe you should send that down.
My photos.
Yeah, the print media group. They're gonna be doing.
I don't think he's in media though. He used to have that little place where he did the 99%.
Well, that was the print media that did that, and you're ripping.
You know, keep it. I think it's in German anyway, what I wrote. So.
You read in German?
I tried.
I took German in high school, but after I learned Spanish, I forgot German.
I'm trying to learn German. I know Spanish. But yeah, I'm trying to learn Farsi and Chinese.
No me recuerdo alemán.
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
Ich
Nein,
ich-
good.
Nein,
Ich
gut.
verstehe kein Deutsch. That's pretty much the only German I know.
I was in Germany for a while and it was a good
There's people
experience.
still watching. Are they sleeping though? I mean, did they like? just
If
fall
they're in
asleep?
Europe, it's in the morning. I don't know where else they could
Well,
be.
Sardinia went to sleep, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning in fucking France right now, and he's sleeping.
I wonder how he got the link to. I mean, did he
Well,
just
no,
like?
he was watching Global.
Occupy
He was
LA?
probably watching Global Rap yesterday. Um,
And he's supposed to be a journalist, a war journalist.
no, I'm the war journalist.
Oh, but
So-
you never asked him what he does for a day job.
I know. Next time.
Then you'll find out he actually works with the
How many people are watching?
European Union.
There's 8, but are they actually watching or did they just fall asleep?
God knows. They're at
Where are
least.
they?
Well, one of them's in LAPD and the other one's in Department
Wait,
of
what?
Homeland
One of them's
Security.
LAPD.
I'm just assuming that Homeland
Well,
Security is watching.
that wouldn't be that far actually.
Which
if you
is why
think about
David
it.
was like getting all paranoid with what he said. Like he's like, well, I don't really mean that because
Well,
he
yeah.
didn't really mean that.
The LAPD, I mean, that's one of the things why they didn't use that many infiltrators, because everything was transparent because of the Ustreams.
Oh, I think there's infiltrators.
No, there
Huh?
were. It was reported by the LA Times.
No, I
There
think
were.
there are.
Oh, there still are.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yes.
mean, there's max. There's at least like 3 or 4 max. But we should, I mean, that's gonna
You
make
think
us
there's
all
any
the
at
more.
Occupartment?
Huh?
You think there's any at Occupartment?
Who's
Maybe.
at Occupartment?
Huh?
Who's at the Occupartment?
Well, nobody right now. I'm just saying, like, the people in Occupartment.
I don't know who's in Occupartment.
I mean, I doubt it.
I think it's the young radicals. Is that Occupartment? The young radicals?
Oh, you're telling we're
Yeah,
not
most of
young?
them, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think you're older than them.
I'm 25. That's not old.
You're 24?
25.
25. Yeah.
How
That's
old
like
are
the
you?
older end, top end.
Oh.
Yes.
He said he was Gen X, but he doesn't look like over 30. So don't you have to be over 30 to be Gen X?
I am actually in gap. Some people consider me part of Generation X, and some people don't.
I
Because
consider myself millennial.
people actually don't
You
have
are
a
millennial.
definitive point in which Generation X starts and ends.
Yeah.
That's absolute.
So you're limbo.
I'm absolutely Gen
But
X, no question.
most of my
No question.
like demographic portion of my generation, yeah, they're basically Gen X. They didn't care about anything. I was the only one that would read the fucking world news when I was in high school. I was the only one who would listen to like Pacifica Radical Radio. Like nobody gave a shit. And it was really frustrating.
I always felt like I was born 20 years too late. Like I should have been in the 60s.
Well, I find so much. I connect a lot more with people in their with people like either in their 50s or 60s, or people in like their early 20s
Yeah.
than people with my age.
Well, when I was like 21 years old, I read a lot of books, like New Age kind of books, and Edgar Casey I read, and Jean Dixon I read, Deepak Chopra I read, The Redheaded Shirley MacLaine. I read all these books, and then I just decided, oh, I don't want to age. I like to be young. I want to stay being young. And I kind of like from reading these books, I was like, oh, it's a choice. Like, age is a choice, and I'm gonna choose to be whatever age I choose to be, and so I'm not gonna age, and like that, it pretty much worked for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk to you. I don't feel like I'm talking to anybody.
Someone was telling me they heard me on the live stream and they thought I was 18 years old. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, maybe I am 18 years old. You know, I don't really feel like whatever the. Like, burn your fucking calendar, because that's ridiculous. That I'm supposed to, like, behave in a certain way because I was born on a certain year. That's fucked up. Like, my middle-class bitch friends that I went to high school with, like, 25 years ago.
Explain your
They're
point.
like, well, I'm this age, so I can't do this. Or, in my younger years, I had fun. Well, fuck that. These are the good old days. Are you serious? My life is gonna end because I'm this age? No way.
It shouldn't,
You know?
No, just keep going, man. I love. Yeah. Who cares? Just do now. Don't get old and then talk about when it was good and now it's something else.
Yeah. I was just playing
I hate
with you
that
though.
talk.
But,
Oh, I know.
I'm not that bitchy after all.
And go Cougars!
Yeah, my mom. I already told you about my mom, didn't I? My mom is dating somebody 3 years older than me.
Whoa.
Yeah. She's a good mom though. Anyway, I think it's getting late.
Alright,
It's
should we?
supposed to start raining soon.
Okay.
I just hope it rains before the GA. Next GA.
Oh.
Rather than during, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it rains and it rains up until like an hour before GA, nobody's gonna come anyway, because they're gonna be afraid that it's still gonna be raining.
Alright, well, I promised to
find
film, so I'll put on my Occuponcho. Oh
You have
shit,
an
this
Occuponcho?
is cord. I have an Occuponcho, yeah.
Is it resource approved? I'm kidding.
I paid
I'm
with
just
my own.
kidding.
I paid with my own funds, so. Here, hold
God.
this. can point it at me.
I-
Because I'm undercover.
So you want me to record you?
You can point it wherever you want. I don't care.
Oh, sorry.
I'm recording you. I'm recording you.
It's too dark. You
I can't see. My God, you've been recording for more than an hour? It says 50 minutes.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
So people
There are 8
actually
viewers.
listening.
Hello, 8 viewers. You are at Jalisco's, and
I'm
Don't-
thinking like I know how
we're
to
not
salsa.
drinking.
I drank a cocktail. I drank a cocktail.
She did.
A gluten-free
I bought
What?
her.
What are you doing? There's 8 people in your one. What? Are you, come on.
We're not exactly, talking about revolutionary.
I think they're just bored,
I'd rather prefer them
and somehow I'm
watching
more
us.
interesting. I like this.
Now you feel like
Couldn't
the
you be
world is
like,
looking at you.
I don't know, something. We can probably do something. Dancing time.
I'm pretending I know how to salsa.
It's not that hard. Just shake your whammy.
That's what I was told. Just shake your butt and let your feet follow. It's hot in here.
Nope. I see some
Alright.
LAPD bus over there.
Oh my God.
This is all the LAPD parking lot where they put their civilian cars. I only know that because I used to work at that theater right over here.
Oh, you work for the independent?
I used to, and when they were building this, they said it was going to be public, and then they finished it, and they're like, oh, I mean, it's only going to be for the LAPD. And everybody was like,
public.
fuck you!
Yeah, we'll ock you.
Not funny. I'm sorry. Just have to be honest.
Oh, you got 9 viewers now.
I got, because
Oh,
they're tweeting out, oh, she's on the stream.
Oh my god, she's salsa dancing! Now 10 viewers! Yeah!
Gosh, a little.
Show it off! Down the street.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, it's almost midnight in downtown LA.
And I never go like that. That's something I would.
Oh my
never
God, that's a good one.
do. What?
Wow,
What's
that's good. I can see you being a radical right there. Awesome.
This is so against my nature. No. Okay, we're good now. It's hot in there. There's 10 viewers now. We just gained 2 viewers because I was shaking my butt.
Yeah.
It wasn't even good. Did you guys
They
tweet
don't
that out
care,
or
they
something?
just want to see your face.
Oh, look, somebody. I'm awake. First time here, just listening. Hey, Beaks, how's it going? Where are you?
Beaks?
Beaks, where are you? Are you?
Who's Beaks?
I don't know. Beaks 22. Is that? I'm a little dyslexic and.
Oh, Canada.
Canada,
We're in
hello.
Canada. We're in Canada.
We're in Canada. Beaks is from Canada. Were you watching the yesterday, Beaks?
You from Montreal? Calgary, Winnipeg?
Wait, what?
Kitchener
Canada?
near
I thought it was called
Toronto.
Canada.
Oh,
Canada?
Canada? It's Canada.
I used to walk on a. I used to live on a street called La Cañada.
Canada.
Yeah, it was a really bad neighborhood, and when something was talking, we used to say, "Oh, that's so La Cañada."
Where I grew up, they would always point out Pacoima.
Pacoima? I spent some weekends in Pacoima.
Like,
Alright, have you guys made me famous yet?
This is Paul. He's famous.
he doesn't like Family Guy.
Are you an official Occupy Wall Street? Okay, we're in Los Angeles. I'm with Occupy Los Angeles. This is my personal Ustream, which is not official, though I do sometimes do reporting on behalf of Occupy Los Angeles. But I've used my own name so I can get away with some shit. Because I don't always follow the rules.
She is
Apparently,
a rebel.
apparently I'm slightly a little bit of an
Follow the rules?
anarchist, and I say shit ton a lot. Were you Beak? Were you watching yesterday? Is that why you're watching today? Because you know
Well,
how.
she said it was like, I think it's a she, but I think it's She said something about, first time.
First time? I'm first time here just listening. Oh, okay. So this is Paul. He's famous.
Hi. No, I'm
Um,
gonna be famous
I
because
just
everybody
clicked on
out
the
there is
Occupy
gonna go and
site.
tweet about
What
me and
Occupy site did you click
say
on?
how sexy I am and
Paul, are you single?
yeah.
All right, Paul's single, and he
But
lives
he hesitated.
in Los Angeles, and we have 10 viewers, and there
Really?
might be
Are they all beautiful women?
there. Well, I don't think they're all beautiful women, but they're all beautiful.
Well, I'll take whatever. I'm not that.
Come on, be picky. What do you like, Paul?
I like
Kosher. Keep it kosher.
I like them with big
Brain.
Brains.
amounts of power and empowerment and stuff. You know.
Oh shit! Can you
Beep,
plug
beep.
me in? Can you hand me my plug?
Beep beep.
I just gotta plug in. That's all.
Uh-oh. I
Beep,
don't
beep.
see no plug.
Oh, I'll open it up and take the plug out.
First one or second one?
This one closer to me.
Do you cut the red one or the blue one?
All right. So how's it going in Canada? Do you guys have Occupy Toronto or Occupy whatever
Vancouver.
city that you're nearby? Well, you said you're
There's
nearby
all over
Toronto.
Canada.
Ooh, I
Maybe
couldn't
the link
imagine
from Michael
Occupy
Moore's site. I
Winnipeg.
forget. I've been reading a lot
It's cold
tonight.
for like 8 months out of the year. Or it's full of snow for 8 months out of the year.
So Michael Moore links my YouTube. Big's not sure where they found my site. Big's saying that maybe they found it on Michael Moore's site. That would be hot. Well, I mean, I think I kind of got famous
Yeah,
yesterday.
you are famous.
I think he
You
thinks
were the
Michael
only two
Moore.
live streamers.
Well, Megan was streaming and I was streaming.
Wait, why did you get famous? Because you got Anthony and Shima shot?
I
You
got
got them getting shot?
I've been streaming for like a week and a half, but yesterday I was streaming at UC Riverside, and that was intense. And global.
Yeah, but you got them when they got shot, right?
Well, I didn't see it, but I was in the crowd, and I got stampeded, and I was screaming when they got shot. I wasn't aware that they got shot at the time. All I was aware of, I heard screaming, and then there was pressure, like all these bodies pressing here, and it was really scary. But I did get some great shots of it, and then Global Rev picked it up, and Occupy TV also picked it up. So
There's an Occupy.
I had over 3,000 people. Beth, when she had my camera, she said there were 6,000 people. But that's on my stream, so I don't know how many people were watching in Global Rev and Occupy TV. But when she said there were 6,000, and I had my thing on, I'm like, all right, well, let's plug my site. Let's tell them, my channel. And so I have new people today, like that guy Sardini from France, and I have Beak from Canada. And I don't know, towards the end of the night there was probably only 50 people left, and then I was just shouting out like I was shouting like Canada is watching, like, and Australia is, like, I was yelling really loud so the cops could hear. But it was really, and the crowd was getting excited. I don't know, it was fun. But yeah, I came home last night and I told my son, hey, I think I'm famous. And my son said, oh no. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I didn't show my face. He's like, oh, okay.
Well, now we're right next to the smell. And a band is about to start. Anybody who's been to Berkeley knows this is the 924 Gilman Street of LA.
This new No Age place?
Yeah, but it's called The Smell, and the entrance is in the back. This is
in the alley.
This is actually the back side of The Smell.
Hey, where's the party?
Okay, well, so Beak, where we are right now, we're in Los Angeles.
And we're with a downtown crowd that gets really drunk.
Yeah, there's probably drunk people walking by because is it Friday night?
Friday night.
Okay, which means nothing to
All the
me.
drinkers are out.
Anyway, this is a bar called Jalisco's that Occupy LA people hang out in. It's a gay bar, and straight occupiers feel comfortable hanging out here because
And here
that's
come the
how
cops.
how we roll.
They're the LA bid,
The what?
the fashion district.
Oh, they're gonna say
No,
the
it's-
fascist cops. These are police on the
Those are probably
bicycles here,
Something.
and they're having a good time too. Woohoo!
Are you guys drinking too?
I think he just winked at me. Just kidding. That's my new thing. Like when the cops go by and they're looking, I'll tell somebody, "Hey, that cop's checking you out." I mean, why else would they be looking at us?
Because we're suspicious.
We're suspicious.
I'm suspicious. I'm
We're
carrying. Well, then
terrorists.
again, I do look like
We're
a homeless
terrorists?
We're
person.
terrorists.
Yeah. Well, I think some of the streamers are kind of getting famous within the occupation.
Well, for sure.
For show, Punk Boy, Tim Cass, the Global Rev guys. I don't remember their names, but
But they are diehard.
I could write a book on why I don't show my face. But I don't have time. They like my voice though.
You get any cat calls or cat types or whatever?
I got like, oh, the hotties online are gonna be having a crush on you or something like that. We'll just leave them wanting more.
What?
We'll leave them wanting more. We'll leave the mystery there. That one light up there is really weird. That looks like a black light.
No,
What is it, TV?
no, it's just a blue light. It's like a directional light shining straight onto the window.
What are you guys watching?
That light up
Blue light
there.
on the top floor. No, I'm not.
Was in
Oh,
LA
yeah, they must be
2
growing
years
pods.
ago. Yo, you liked LA. Beak said Beak, I'm assuming you're a guy. And he said that he didn't want to leave. He was in LA 2 years ago. He didn't want to leave. I've been here a year. I'm barely starting to like LA. I hated it all my life.
It took me a long time to like LA, and I still don't even technically really like it. But I had to move downtown because the only place that is like New York City, because I miss New York City a lot.
I think I hated LA until Occupy, and then I met good people at Occupy, and I'm like, oh my god, like
I never felt accepted in LA.
no, absolutely not accepted. Yes, Mal.
This whole city is so much about pop culture, so much about
I think it's about competition,
celebrity.
like competition, faster, more, like
Yeah, you
Get,
can
like-
find that anywhere though.
No, but I
Every
think
city-
more-
every city has that.
I
New
think
York
it's
City
more.
is very competitive, but here it's about.
Well, I've never lived in
glamour
I've never
and
lived in New
about
York, so
being a celebrity, about having the spotlight on you in some way, and everybody is striving for it.
okay. Well, I haven't seen that side of LA. I've
saw
seen
this
more
one
of
guy
the.
on a date with a girl, and he wouldn't take out his fucking earpiece for his goddamn cell phone. He was on a date, and I was like, "You're a douche. Take it out and be respectful."
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go before I
All right.
get rained on.
Oh,
Doesn't look
I
like
don't.
it's gonna rain.
I don't think it's gonna rain.
After midnight.
Well,
It's already started raining on the dock.
Well, it's just past midnight now.
baila, baila.
But it takes me about 15 minutes to get back to my place. It starts raining within the next 15 minutes.
It won't.
gonna walk to your place? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, going to Skid Row during this time is not exactly the safest option.
You know what? I was on Skid Row on our walk. We walked through Skid Row, and I felt
our
perfectly
walk.
fine walking through Skid Row. I was good. I'm only scared of cops and one other thing, and I won't tell you what that is.
Skid Row's hit or miss. Sometimes you get one guy who's just. I mean, it's more about getting on a street that's near Skid Row, but there's almost nobody on it except for one person. Like that's my neighborhood. My neighborhood's like there's one guy, and he's definitely a shady character. If you're on 6th and San Pedro at Midnight Mission, there's 1,000 people on the street at like midnight, and you're probably not gonna get, you'll probably get like fucked with. People like talk, try and mess with you, but like you probably won't actually get hurt or anything like that.
Okay, well, I'm really only scared of cops. That doesn't mean I don't get in their face and yell at them and film them, but I'm scared of them. I was scared I was gonna get arrested yesterday, twice.
You're scared of getting arrested twice?
Yesterday, there was 2 times yesterday I was scared I was gonna get arrested. The first time I overheard the cops radio say female black shirt. I'm wearing navy blue. And then a little while after that, I went around to get a better angle, and one of them started walking straight towards me. I ran into the crowd. And I just most of the day I try to stay inside the crowd. I kind of don't let myself get close to where the cops can grab me. If they're going to arrest me, they need to work for it. Because I haven't done anything wrong, I haven't done anything illegal, but I pissed them off.
Okay, let's go. It's me signing off.
All right, we'll walk you to your bike.
Wait, are you gonna read still live?
Huh?
You can take that damn thing off now.
I mean, if you really want me to, but I mean, I like it when people
Are
walk
you gonna
me to
show
my.
them my combination all over the world?
Well, I don't think we can see that. It's not that high res.
Well, I don't have a combination.
Okay, it's not high res, but I feel safer when people walk me to my car. I had 200 people walk me to my car last night.
And then none.
Now I have 9 people.
So that's an improvement.
Well, 9 is a lot higher than I normally would get. I normally would get 1 or 2, and now I have 9, so and nothing's going on.
Do you want to record something at the smell? It's $5.
I'm kind of tired.
Aww.
I gotta go home. I got a lot of shit. I got a shit ton of homework to do. I gotta paint a whole painting. I gotta learn how to use this digital camera. I have to like shoot like LA in color. I have to shoot something that says Southern California with color being the star. I don't know. I have to finish my proposal for ceramics, and I have to contact my friend and see if there's any drawing homework.
So are we gonna just wait here?
Well, we'll go, but anyway. Good night. It was good talking to you.
Cheers.
Drive safe.
I won't stream while driving. I did this morning because I was driving by the protest.
Vodka cranberry didn't screw up any of those bolts in your head.
Dude, I had more drinks than I had like 2 drinks last time, like every other time.
That's true. It's got the recession, girl. I can't afford giving you 2 drinks anymore. Not to mention, I didn't have Coke. I need some sugary caffeine drink, and Diet Coke does not, count for me.
All right, we're just walking back to my car. If you guys want to walk with me to my car, or if not, it's cool. I have 9 viewers now, so if you're just tuning in, we're in LA. I'm an occupier from LA, and we're just walking back from the bar to my car. So don't expect anything.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to chat with me, I cannot see the social stream. So if you're chatting on your Facebook or Twitter, I don't know how to see that yet. When Sky comes back into town, when Crossbones is in town, I will ask him or Freedom how to do that. Was that my phone that went twinkle?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Are people texting me? But anyway, if you want to chat with me, go on the Ustream chat because that's the only one I can see.
No, actually it means like 20 dolphins just died.
Oh shit. I have 10 viewers now. Hello, viewer number 10. Chat with me on the Ustream chat,
I
not
don't
not
get it.
the
How come you
social
have
chat.
200 viewers one night and then you have like 10 viewers next?
Well, I normally
I know,
I would
I'm
have
just
one or
yanking
two.
your leg.
But now that I'm famous and I don't want to be famous. I mean, the only reason I
You'll be like Sarah Mason. Like, ah, fuck!
Sarah's a sweet girl.
Well, yeah, but she didn't want to be like famous
Yeah.
either. I don't know. I don't want to be famous per se, but I
But
do
I think
want to like
Sarah
get a
agrees with me that
decent
that
job.
that Sarah's fame is not about Sarah.
It's not. Yeah.
And me live streaming is not about me. And that's one of the reasons I won't show my face because this isn't about me. And
It's not like that guy from Occupy the Roast Parade, Pete.
yeah.
He's such a hog. Damn. No, really. Like he even went to Occupy Venice to ask for support.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Pete and like some other people want to be leaders of something that that's supposed to be leaderless. I mean, I'm part of the queer affinity group, but I don't like consider myself a founding father or one of the big three or anything like that.
I do consider myself a founding mother of Occupy LA.
Well,
But but that's just because I was there. Because
yeah, a better way to say it is just I actually camped there and I actually was there.
I
don't know,
threw my
founding
body
father sounds
into the
kinda
cogs of the machine.
Hey, for
Not
one thing, you're a
really.
woman, so
Not
founding
really.
mother. would
Yeah.
be-
Yeah.
But then again, that plays into gender roles. We shouldn't have that.
Yeah. I'm okay with gender roles. I'm not okay with age. I don't believe, like, I think we should all burn our calendars and, like, we shouldn't say, like, because I am this age, I should behave that way. That's
Oh my God, look,
rucking for ridiculous.
somebody left like a graffiti.
Where's the graffiti? Oh, okay. It's just a sticker. It's no big deal.
Well, no, but like
This is
everything
the
else-
Los Angeles Police Department that we're walking by here.
That's why it's funny.
Yeah, I saw Shepard Fairey leave a sticker on a pole before he left from Occupy the Dream on Monday. There's some art.
I've been missing up
over
a
here.
lot. I've been missing a lot of these cool events.
Well,
I do,
today Occupy the Courts kind of sucked. It was like this really boring reformist
Is there any
bullshit.
actions tomorrow?
Pienso que no. Yo no sé.
Okay, I get it.
I should Google myself after yesterday.
I've googled myself.
Yeah.
I've popped up in Twitter as a Twitter account, and I've popped up a few articles about Occupy, which sucks actually. Because now this means like if I ever do need to apply for another job,
Uh-huh.
if they do a random search, they'll find. I think my Twitter account. I think I rechanged my privacy mode, but it's Twitter. You can't really like.
Twitter's not very private now.
Yeah. So I'm kind of screwed. But then again, I'm also hoping I don't have to look for a new job anytime soon. The only reason why I would get a new job would be it would be paying more. That or it's the same wage but better hours. But I do like I each day I have to be like by the ocean, which is a nice experience. something that a lot of people don't get to experience. But you kind of experience that, right?
I grew up by the ocean.
Yeah, so you kind of. I mean, for me, like I grew up in like it was a big thing to go to the ocean, like to the beach, like Santa
And
Monica.
I could walk or ride a bike.
Yeah.
I was a mile from the ocean. Like anytime I wanted the ocean, I could go to it. Actually,
Yeah.
when I used to live in Oxnard, like if I got upset, I would go to the harbor.
See that
like-
kind of thing, I'm not accustomed to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's great. Like to when you're upset to have that like special like a certain place you could go to and like think and like sort out your thoughts. And I don't know, in LA, I don't really have that.
When I moved to Hollywood, I would go to Runyon Canyon. That was a place where I could like find some solace for a while. But yeah, in LA you don't have that much. I mean, even in San Francisco, I have a place where I can
But
go.
in LA, I don't have time to be fucking upset. Like, like I don't know. Life is so complicated right now. I'm like
Girl, you're not the only one.
super fucking busy all the time. Like, oh, that's Giselle's light. Okay. I should put that in my other pocket so I don't forget it.
Bucky. Just sucks to be single again, though.
Yeah. I like being single. It's cool.
I mean, I don't know. Last year was a weird year because I would always meet up this guy who wants to be in a relationship.
I have 10 viewers. Welcome, viewer number 10. You probably just like keep dropping in and out and listening to the commercials so I can say, welcome, viewer number 10. You're the next contestant on Patty's Data Game. Are you single? What are you looking for in a mate? Chat with me on the Ustream chat because I can't see the social stream. I can't see the Twitter, Facebook if you sign in that way. Check it out. Oh, you can't see. Japanese chicken or Japanese taco.
Oh, this is where what's his name lives. I haven't spoken with him for quite a while.
Oh, Tony
We were
lives.
supposed to do that.
Wait, we shouldn't reveal his neighborhood.
Well, you don't even know who Tony is to begin with.
Tony's fabulous. Oh my God, Mr. Witty. We're totally giving you all the cheese man on the occupiers, on the Los Angeles occupiers. And if you're not from LA, cheese may means gossip. This is a
cheese man.
This is a bail bond. You can't really see it
Bail
too bright, but there's another bail bond up ahead. There's a shit ton of bail bonds places in Los Angeles, but we don't use these. We have I don't know the name of we have one that we use. They give us good deals.
I forgot to ask you, what's up with finance? Are they dying or what up?
Finances meets all the time.
Yeah, but how's the financing? I'm surprised that
Oh, you mean resource?
Isn't finance and resource the same potato?
It's called resource.
Okay, well anyway, resource.
Yeah, I think.
Are they still getting donations or?
Okay, this is a trip. I think I'm on resources committee because I go to meetings like at least twice a week.
Okay.
But yes, they're getting donations, but we spend more than we're getting.
Budget.
Yeah, we're spending more money than we're getting. So if you're watching at home, we could totally use some donations.
But that wasn't supposed to be a plug either.
Yeah, but I
was
mean,
just wondering because a lot of the other occupations are suffering because of besides Wall Street though, all the other occupations are suffering with funding. Occupy Venice, Long Beach, they're not. I don't think Long Beach ever had a funding thing.
yeah.
God, I'm gaining weight.
Okay, so right now we're walking through Little Tokyo.
I need to.
There's some cute little shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pantagonista was saying to me earlier that we need to work out so we can look like Laura Croft.
What are you talking about?
Pantagonista?
Who's Antagonista?
Let me drop audio and I'll tell you. She was saying that we need to work out so we can look like Laura Croft.
Amen.
You know what?
I should start my own affinity group. I work at the YMCA, so I can like hook you all up. Do some jiu-jitsu, some kung fu, and God knows what.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
mean-
shouldn't be doing that in Little Turkey.
Yeah,
very
they're,
racist,
they're gonna.
You know what I always wanted to learn? Capoeira.
You want to learn what?
Capoeira. It's like a Brazilian form of self-defense. And Krav Maga, like an Israeli self-defense thing. I've always wanted to do that, but the classes either are too expensive or the hours are way off.
Is it past 1:45? Oh no, they're open.
It's cool though.
Nice.
I want to make a movie there. This is where I usually go with my friends from the art collective.
I
Oh,
need
which
to-
reminds me,
Uh-huh.
Patty, if you want to come, every year we go to the Salton Sea and we go camping there,
Uh
and we just leave art or like do stuff there.
huh.
You're more than welcome to come along.
When are you going?
Well, that's the thing. We're gonna plan that this Sunday to figure out. It'll be like around March or
Uh-huh.
April.
How much money?
Well, it depends how many people show up.
Uh huh. Well, let me know.
Usually, I pay usually $30-$40 because we need food.
Yeah.
That's about it. It's not Burning Man or anything like that. It's just usually like it's usually 4 or 5 of us.
I should go to Burning Man. I'm probably a burner at heart.
I don't know. Like the whole thing about taking drugs and getting drunk in the desert really doesn't appeal to me.
You don't have to take drugs or drink.
I know, but like then what's the fun?
Walk
straight
around
edge,
filming
though.
people.
I'm straight edge. I'm sorry. I mean, if there's like non-stop music, I'm
Which
down
there
for it.
probably is. Hello.
Yeah, you're right. I guess. Anyway, it'd be a good way to lose weight. In the desert, no other form of communication other than your fellow Burning Man folk. But I think we already have that. I think it's called Palm Springs for us queers. So.
Wow, I'm really curious about the site that this person found the link to my stream on.
If it's Michael Moore,
I love you, Michael Moore.
I think Michael Moore is a good guy. It's
You're
just
hot.
The one thing about Michael Moore I don't kind of like
Uh huh.
is that sometimes with the resources he has, he doesn't quite do as much as I would like him to do, I guess.
What do you want him to do?
Well, for one thing, up the ante on like all the corruption things that's happening with the Occupy movement, telling everybody about the Occupy movement again and again. I mean, this is what he's been always talking about, Americans rising up, and
I could just picture him like crying in joy the first time he heard about Occupy.
Yeah. I actually got to meet Michael Moore in Berkeley,
Sweet.
and he signed 2 of my books. Oh, and another thing,
Uh-huh.
he doesn't like taking pictures with people.
Really?
I kind of understand where he's coming from.
Uh huh.
Because, if you have like 100 people who want to take a picture with you, like every day, that's not quite fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're at Berkeley with a bunch of like the next generation,
Uh huh.
holy shit, why don't you? Wait.
Yeah, dude, like, back off a little. This guy's totally trying to make a left turn and we're trying to walk here.
I don't want you to get hurt either.
I don't live stream. I'm gonna win the lawsuit.
I told you I got hit once by a car, right?
Really?
Yeah, so
Oh, that sucks.
Don't want to have that fun little experience again.
My brother got hit by a cop car once.
A cop car?
Yeah, and then the cop accused my brother of jaywalking. My brother was like, I was in the crosswalk with the green walking man.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Well, I wasn't a police officer. It was an old guy. But I couldn't sue because, for one thing, I'm a pedestrian. Second of all, I wasn't hurt. I was hurt, but I wasn't like forever in my life. Like, I wasn't missing an arm or had a broken foot or something. What's this? Oh, it's
Clink.
Oh, hey, I have another question. I haven't been coming to the GAs,
Uh-huh.
but what's up with the garden? Not the garden, but the lawn, the city hall.
I don't know. I think they'd more talk about that on the listserv.
Yeah, cause I like over in Occupy Venice, there's a few people who want to collaborate with Occupy LA to
Yeah.
do a more like
But I think there's a group of people who are interested in the lawn,
that
and
becomes, but it's not the regular lawn, but becomes like sustainable.
yeah,
What do you call that? Like drought resistant kind of
yeah.
plants. I think
Um,
that's cool. I mean, that's going to put a lot more pressure on the city because, and not to mention, to my understanding, Occupy LA or certain groups in Occupy LA want to raise money to pay for pay to get the lawn fixed again. Do you know anything about that?
I really don't know anything about the lawn. I just know that there's a certain group of people who are interested in the lawn. I'm not really
Electricians.
one of them. I don't really.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea though. I mean, it's going to help our image anyway.
Yeah. Well, I trust people who are interested in it to do the right thing.
As long
So.
as they're not sovereigns. God, no.
What do you have against sovereigns?
Besides the fact that they never want to do anything, other than redefine what sovereignty means to them.
They seem like nice people. I don't.
They are nice people until you start like the hard blocks, and that's when it gets kind of like contentious.
Where's the
That
train? There's a train coming. Oh, it's way over there. I love trains.
I think that's the last one. It's almost midnight. I mean, it's almost 12:30.
Yeah. Okay, 7 viewers. Thank you for walking me to my car. I'm almost there. We'll be there in about a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and log off for the night when I get to my car.
I can't believe somebody from France was looking at us.
In Canada, we have Canada with us now.
Toronto, what town is that?
I forgot. I don't.
I love Canada. I love Canada.
I love Canada.
Canada.
Oh, look, there's the train. Oh, you
Oh,
can't
there's a
really see it.
helicopter. Look, they're looking for.
They're after me.
Holy shit! What the fuck is he looking
I'm
for?
not a terrorist. I'm.
Don't log off, girl.
It's
Holy
all good.
shit.
It's all good.
I'm happy that we went to Jalisco, so
Yeah, that was
it was a
fun.
nice experience again to see some old faces again. I don't know. I just needed my own little world time. One of these days, I want to like drive one of these guys.
There's
That'd be
some
so
bigger
fucking
tricks.
cool.
All right, world. Good night, world. Thank you for walking me to my car. Tomorrow night, we're going to be broadcasting from the Queer GA,
Amen.
our queer affinity group. It's going to be hosting a GA or General Assembly tomorrow night, 7:30. I'm going to be broadcasting at 7:30 tomorrow night. So tweet it out, Facebook it, whatever, Reddit, whatever it is that you revolutionaries do these days. But fuck. Trying. No, I'm good. I'm just like I'm trying to stream and open the trunk at the same time without pointing to the car. Okay, good night. Tune in tomorrow, 7:30 p.m.